Hey there, Soulshines. It's Michelle here, and welcome to my channel. I am so excited. I'm going to start out by saying thank you to all of the people who have been shouting me out. It is so, I don't even know how to explain how it feels to have people in the Yarny community recognize that I'm here. Hello. And to all of my new subscribers, welcome. And to my old subscribers, you're not old. Sorry. Apparently I have the phone on and it's my son. So we'll be pausing this. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying that you're not old if you have been here. I think old is just a state of mind anyway. Like I went to my grandma's funeral back in like 2010 or something like that. And my dad was the youngest of his siblings, and he was the one that was talking about how old they were, and none of the rest of them were. And honestly, he looked the oldest out of them. I really think what we say about ourselves, what we believe about aging, seriously affects us. Anywho, yeah, I'm just super excited that as of recording this, I have 53 subscribers. I think that's pretty cool so far, and I know that it's just going to keep growing. And I'm so, oh my gosh, I've been doing my other YouTube channel for quite a while now, and although it was kind of nice to get to know a few people and stuff, I never felt like a part of a community. And getting into the yarn stuff, I'm blown away. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like a whole community here. It's amazing, and I hope that I'm considered a welcome member to the community. Speaking of the community, I did put the calendar that Dana Wanderlust Crochet, she created a Yarny YouTube Friends calendar, and I put the link down in the description along with a link to my own calendar. Her calendar is just a place where they're starting to collect all of the different things to try and help us to keep apprised of what's actually happening. And I like that because you subscribe to so many Yarny channels, and it's like you want to watch them, but if you're like me, I don't even see half of them. I have to go looking for the people that I want to watch most of the time. That's frustrating. So I like the idea of having a calendar and kind of checking out and maybe knowing who's going live and things like that. Plus, if I ever go live, I don't want to go live. Like, I know when Connie of Just Another Stitch has her lives, so I know not to go live during those. I don't always know when everybody else is doing theirs, and I don't want to do my lives if I ever do them at the same time as somebody else is doing theirs. I just think that it makes it harder. Okay, give me a second. Okay, my son came home, and I hope that he takes his shower downstairs because it will be very noisy. I was talking about, I just don't think it's fair to go live when somebody else is going live. I don't want to be a part of that kind of competition. I want to be more supportive than that. So I think it's pretty awesome what Dana's doing. I made my own calendar both for me and for you. It's just a Google calendar. There's a link that just brings up like the Google page that's open to everybody to see, and you can see what tutorials I have coming up and when I'm going to be doing another Creative Expressions video. I do post my videos on Monday. There may be bonus videos, there may be shorts, things like that get thrown in that are not on the calendar. I think I will put them on the calendar in case you wanted to go back and read. My thoughts are, after I actually get a link to a video, say I had my tutorial for a week from today, because today's Monday. I put my video out on Monday, right? So I have a tutorial coming up for next week, and say I get it uploaded, I want to be able to go and put that link in the description of the calendar. And then you can go back through the past links and you're like, oh, she did a tutorial on this, and put it up. Which makes me think I want to go back and put all of my tutorials and videos in on the calendar from the very beginning. I think that would be really cool. Note to self. So before the, I don't know, I may be doing things out of line. I have this so that when I when I see it, it reminds me. This makes me happy. In the past, like I said, I've got another channel. Actually, I have 2 other channels now. But I have another channel that's, I think I've got like 123 subscribers on there. And I don't post very often. And it's not that I hate the channel, but it feels like such an effort. Like, oh, I have to come up with something to talk about and whatever. And this channel here, oh my gosh. I look at this and I get excited. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love my channel. I love the energy in the yarn community. I'm so excited about this, and I'm so excited to be sharing these tutorials with you. It just brings me so much joy to see this right now and to think about this channel. My other channel that I have my 3rd channel. All of those links are in the description box. And my other channel, I don't really care if people watch or not. Some people will, some people won't. There's a couple of things I'm doing on that channel. One is a lot of times I'm either talking about what I've been cleaning or I'm posting videos of me cleaning. It's really fun and satisfying to watch myself clean in fast motion. I sometimes wish it didn't take, like, can I please do a 400 times speed for cleaning out whatever? But it's satisfying to watch it. And I do that partly to inspire other people to clean. Like, if you watch it, and it helps. Sometimes you get motivated when you see other people cleaning and talking about cleaning to do things. But also to help me to actually stay on track and do what I need to do. And I'm really excited about that because I kind of need that right now. It just gives me... He's showering downstairs, but that was loud. It just gives me some extra motivation to keep going. The other thing I'm doing on there is in my other life, I am a healer, a spiritual, emotional, energy healer, and I am talking about healing. I'm doing healing sessions, kind of, just kind of guiding some healing. The videos that have healings in them will say with healing on them, and so it's kind of a fun little addition. Like I said, right now I'm just not really even trying. My yarn tube video, my yarn tube channel, this channel here, this was the one that I just have so much passion for and I want to grow, and the other ones, they'll do what they do, and that's okay. So before we move on to anything else, I wanted to show you. This is my planner. This is my calendar for July. So it's got like July 4th here. This is to tell me that my Creative Expressions videos due. Apparently, the 17th is ice cream day. I had some stickers, so I went through and figured out when the days were and put them on them. But this is a sticker that I wanted to show you. My daughter got it and she gave it to me. And it says, I just want to listen to Christmas music and drink hot cocoa. And I put it on July because I just thought that would be really fun. Christmas in July. So speaking of Christmas in July, let's move to talking about what's coming up on my channel. Okay, so I have, these are examples. The one doesn't necessarily look very good. They've been around my house. I have a written pattern for these in my Etsy shop, and this is what I'm doing for Christmas in July. And then I'm also going to be, not in July, but I'm going to be doing these. So the patterns for these are in my Etsy shop. Next week I will be teaching you how to prepare the hand towel, kitchen towel to be used. So that's the tutorial, is to do that, how to do the blanket stitch, how to do crochet. It's in essence the same in all of my patterns. The count may be slightly different, and I'm going to be teaching how to do that next week. And then on July 25th, I will be doing the Santa hat, Christmas in July Santa hat tutorial. And I'm really excited about this. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to do my channel, is because I have these written patterns, but I know not everybody does well with written patterns, and I wanted to give people the opportunity to still make my patterns. And maybe there are techniques that are a little bit harder to understand, and it will give people a chance to kind of check it out and see if they, to understand what I was saying, type of thing. So I have these. Just so you know, I have strings on these, but I also will teach, and I have instructions on how to do the button loop ones that people like. So I'm really excited about that. Dress tutorial will be coming out in August. Oh, if I look really quick, I can probably tell you. It should be coming out on the 8th, I think. Yes, on the 8th. So August 8th will be the dress pattern, July 25th will be the hat pattern, and July 18th will be the towel preparation tutorials. So I'm really excited for those. And then after that, on August 15th, I will be teaching you how to make these. This is a pattern that I created because I saw somebody with, what would they be called? They were like reusable water balloon type idea. Basically, it was yarn, little things shaped in water balloons, and I don't know where the I didn't watch any tutorials on that. I saw it at a fair farmer's market that I went to. They had them for sale, and I thought it was such a cute idea. And then I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, what would be really fun? And so I came up with this. This is a bomb. And so I am going to be like writing up the pattern and posting this tutorial in August. I'm really excited about that. So what you do is you get them wet, and then you throw them at people, and you have water balloon fights with a yarn project. Okay, so those are those. I'm going to set those aside, and that reminds me. So I bought so much yarn, because this is the kind of yarn that I wanted for it. So I got this one, I've got gray, I've got white, I've got blue. I bought Ogos. I've never had an Ogo before, but they were 50% off. And so I got a couple of them because it's the same kind of, it's the blanket yarn. I'm so excited about that. So I bought yarn, and I have no clue where to store it right now. That's kind of throwing me off, actually. Let's see, what else? Excuse me for a second while I look. I might edit out some of this. We'll see. Okay. Finished items. The bomb, obviously, is a finished item. And so what else do I have that's finished items? I'm going to put pictures of the BYU socks. BYU is a college in Provo, Utah. I live about a half hour, 25 minutes, depending on the traffic, from BYU. And my neighbor wanted me to make socks for her grandkids, and one of the socks that she wanted is BYU socks. So there's a picture of the BYU socks. And then also baby booties. And if I remember, I will put a link to the pattern I used for the baby booties. If I didn't remember and you want to know how to make them, they are knit. It's a knit pattern, and if you say something, I will edit the description and add it, or post it in a comment, pin it, that kind of thing. Okay, so if I didn't put the pattern, let me know. It was a free pattern just I found on the internet. Super cute. They're super cute, super fun to make. Once I figured it out, I was over the moon for them. Took me a bit to figure out some of the things just because it was new to me, but I'm in love. The pattern calls for DPNs. I figured out how to make it on Magic Loop. A little bit challenging in one spot, but I figured it out. Okay, so those are super cute things that I did. Another thing I did, where is it? Right here. It's just so much fun. It's a dusting mitt. It is made from the Chanel yarn, velvet yarn. I am amazed and so stinking impressed. I don't even know how to tell you. I've used it for 2 dusting weeks in a row, and I'm amazed. It cleans up the dust so well. I've thrown it in the wash. It's held up really well, just even tossing it in the washing machine every week. So far, I mean, it's only been 2, but still, that's 2 weeks of, just washing and drying it. And I didn't really care about the, gentle wash or anything like that. It's just Chanel yarn, which is 100% polyester, I believe. And it was a pretty quick make, and I'm going to link the tutorial for it. It's from Jada and Stitches, and whether you know how to crochet or not, I really want you to go watch the intro because it is so good and you need a laugh today. So I'm sending you there to watch that. So that was one of my finished objects this week, or the last couple of weeks. I finished a gnome for my granddaughter. Her birthday is actually the day I'm recording this, July 9th. So cute, so cute. And, I had to tell you, we did her hair, this hair like this. It just goes part way, but we did it like this because her sweet mom doesn't want to give her bangs. So her hair is often in her face, but she's so adorable. And so this one is done, and also this one is done. As you can tell, it's a little bit bigger. I made this one a cute little sweater. It does come off, but I kind of hope my daughter doesn't take it off. She wanted blue hair, so it's got little blue braids, and I kind of took the pattern for the nose and kind of changed it a little bit. I don't think the noses are supposed to be this shape, but that's the way they came up, and I sew them on that way, so I like it. Anyway, this daughter's birthday was July 7th. She was born on 7/7/7. So I got these done, and I'm excited. Can't wait to give this to my granddaughter. Borrowed this from my daughter. She already got it, so I could show it to you guys. I had so much fun. I'm doing these with the Year of Gnomes by Imagine Landscapes. They're her patterns or variations of her patterns. I have never knitted toys before. Knitting is still kind of fairly new to me, and this has been really fun. Have not crocheted a gnome yet. I think I will eventually, but not yet. I want to make a mushroom to go with the gnomes. I have a pattern that I saved, a crochet pattern that I saved. It's a mushroom. So that's one of my things. Let me check. Okay, so these were supposed to be finished projects, and they're not. I will tell you why. First of all, isn't that so adorable? It's another little toddler sock. This little boy is going to be 18 months at Christmas. It's another one for my neighbor. So I was tying in my ends. I had a lot of ends because this was my first time doing socks, and I'm still learning things. I do have another pair or two of socks that will have stripes that are not self-striping, and I'm going to be trying different techniques out with those, so hopefully I don't have so many ends to tie in. We'll see how it goes. I have a couple of techniques to try, and I'll see what I like for the future. But I stopped sewing in ends because I got so frustrated with myself. I accidentally cut a hole in this sock. And it's a brand new sock for a baby, for a commissioned project. So it's not like I'm just going to darn it and, send it to him with a patch. So I get to undo down to the orange and redo the stripes from here up. At least it's above the heel. It's not too bad. It's like, 2 stripes of yellow, 3 little stripes of brown, and a stripe of orange. So it's not too terrible. Oh, and the cuff. But I am a little disappointed that these didn't actually get completed because I cut a hole in it. Oh! Okay, so that was that. Oh my gosh. Which takes me to my other project that is not going the way it was supposed to. I got a Chanel yarn from the dollar store. And he's coming and pausing. Okay. So I got Chanel yarn from the dollar store and I crocheted it up, and I didn't have enough for what I was doing, and then so I undid it and tried it with one less thing so that I got it big enough to fit around the steering wheel, because this is supposed to be a cover for a steering wheel. And then I put elastic in the edge, and I probably will actually do a fairly quick tutorial on how to do this eventually. Maybe end of August or 1st of September. But when I put it on the steering wheel, it wasn't wide enough to really do what it needs to do on the steering wheel. And so I went back to the Dollar Tree, got more of this, got actually 3 more skeins so that I can actually do one to make and do one to teach, because I want to make one before I do another with the tutorial and get it right, so I really know what to teach. So, and again, a frustration because I thought I had it done and it's not, because it doesn't work. This is one of the challenges that people have, and you guys, unless you've made your own patterns, you may not realize how much frogging, and if you don't know, frogging is when you take things out, how much frogging pattern makers have to do, unless they are telling you about it. But I've had to scrap full projects before. I've definitely had to take sections out. Even making my hat tutorial and the dress tutorial was like, okay, that's not working, do it again. I had to, even with the balm, I had to undo a whole bunch because I was like, oh, this balm is too big, and just different things like that. Tried to gain the right sizes and getting the shapes right and things like that. Making patterns is extremely satisfying, but also a lot more work than people may realize, because it's not like you just sit down and just make it. You sit down and you play with your idea, and then you have to kind of edit your idea, frog things, maybe frog the whole project, maybe frog sections. It can be a bit of a challenge. It's super satisfying, especially when you actually get to publish it for other people to use. But it definitely has its challenges. So there's that. Okay, another thing I have been working on, and I'm so excited for this. So my granddaughter is today, she's 4 years old. Just turned 4. So cute. And she loves loves, 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 loves to wear ballet clothes. She was really excited when she came over with Mary Jane ballet slipper type shoes. And she's like, I got my ballet shoes. And she wears a tutu over to my house frequently. So I'm making her a tutu. This is what it looks like with just one layer of pink. This is what it looks like with the pink and blue in it. So this is what it's going to be. What I did, instead of buying that, the stuff that a lot of people do tutus with, I actually crocheted a little belt type thing to tie them in. And in the process, I don't know if you can see this, it's kind of bright with the white and everything, and I'm sorry, maybe it's a little easier back here. This is, I kind of invented the stitch. I mean, maybe somebody out there has invented it as well, but that's actually the foundation chain kind of thing. It's a foundation row. What is it called when you do the foundation stitch? Like instead of doing a chain and going back and forth, you actually do the foundation row at the same time. I don't remember what that's called, but this is a variation of that with a double crochet, and I will definitely be doing a tutorial on that one. I'm so excited about it. Well, so this, I'll probably just actually do a tutorial on how to make a tutu because it's just so stinking cute. So I was working on this. I thought I had it, and then realized that I did not take into account the stretch factor of crochet, so I had to start over again, which means it's not done, but I'm really excited about it. I think it's really cute. I really love it with the extra colors. The purple and blue just really add to it. So I have that is in the process. The thing that takes the longest with this is cutting the tulle. So I will be, I think, doing a tutorial on that one because that's super cute and super exciting. This is the other thing I'm making for my daughter. It's a sewing project. Granddaughter. It's going to be a circle skirt in this fun fabric, but I got it cut out. I wasn't even sure if I was going to get this video recorded because I have been super overwhelmed with all of the things that I need to make and running out of time for all of the things that I need to make that had time deadlines. My daughter actually wasn't feeling well this week, including on her birthday, so we've postponed the family gathering that was supposed to be on the 10th to being on the 17th, I think it is. It's a week after. It's a Sunday evening. So I get another week where I'm not having to stress, which is grateful. So I'm just going to put a cute elastic. I don't have it close by, but it's super cute elastic. I will either have a picture in my next Creative Expressions in 3 weeks, or I will do a short, now that I know how to do shorts, and just show you the little thing, a little picture of it. I need a helmet. It's going to be super easy. The great thing about doing a circle skirt for a toddler is that you can do it where there's no seams down the sides because they're so small, and I love it. So I've got that going on. I need to take a drink. Let's talk socks. Socks, more socks. I love socks. I'm really enjoying making socks, but I'm also kind of wishing I had more time for other things, but with doing my healing business and doing the YouTube channel, tutorials take quite a bit to make and do, and I have a lot going on. Very busy. Enjoy it. I love it. Right now I'm loving my life as far as how busy and stuff I'm doing. But anyway, I had to frog a section because they weren't fitting and make them bigger. I mean, you can kind of see it looks kind of funky there because of that. But once they're on, they look cute, and I've had her try them on to make sure that they would work. I teased her and I said, look, I'm going to just bind these off, and they're going to be your heel warmers. But about the part that is from the heel here is about where I had to frog it from, all the way back to the heel. That was a little discouraging. And these were supposedly, if I had my way, would have been done for her birthday. Obviously, since her birthday was 2 days ago, they're not done. But hopefully they will be going much faster. I have the pattern memorized now. It's a, 4-row repeat? No, it's only a 2-row repeat. It's a 2-row repeat. Once you get the pattern down, it's pretty easy. It goes fairly fast if you don't have to frog. So I've got that going. I'm hopefully those. I will be so sad if I'm not done with those by the next one. I did tell my daughter that I would kind of put everything else on hold before and work solely on these as far as socks goes. However, that was before I put a hole in the Leo socks. I call the orange striped ones, the orange and yellow socks, Leo socks, because that's the name of the little boy that's going to get them. Because I made the hole, I actually need to fix that sock. So I will be doing a combination after I get my sewing done of working on these socks and fixing the Leo socks. But fixing the Leo socks shouldn't take a terribly long time. When it's just one sock, and they go pretty fast, especially because they're small socks. So the other socks that I kind of am sad that are on hold is these for my son. I've been working on these so long. I did a tutorial on them. I haven't really done much progress since the tutorial. So this one here is literally ready for the heel. It is the next step with the heel. I am going to do the heel in green, and then I will do the cuff at the top in black. So that's that one, and because it's ready for the heel, I'm just really anxious to do them. And he wants shorty socks, so once I get to doing the heels, these will be they'll go so fast. I'm excited about that too. And then this one, like I said, isn't much further than it was in my tutorial, because I am super focused on getting my daughter's socks. His birthday is August 4th, and I really do hope to have these done by his birthday. If I get to if I get to the 25th of July and haven't gotten done with my daughter's socks, I probably will start on these and get those done, because I think it would be really awesome for him to have these on his birthday. So that's where those are at, and I really wish they were further along. What else do I have? Talked about that. Let's talk about my garden, my little flower garden. I need to weed it. I love watching the plants grow. I'm not going to show a picture this time. It's so fun because they start out as these tiny little plants, and now like the ones that were just, this around, and just when you look at them and you plant them, you're not even positive they're going to grow out of the, I planted 18 impatiens, and one of them didn't make it, and I'm not too surprised because it was at a part of the flower bed that was just it wasn't a great spot. It was hard to get the dirt to be okay and things like that. So I feel really bad that it died, but I'm not surprised. But out of those 18, 17 are doing great. They're bushing out so that they're wider. I just love it. And I have, a few months ago, somebody gave me a couple of cuttings from a houseplant. I didn't know what kind it was. I do know now that it is a pothos. And it has been, the two of them. I didn't even know that you could plant them or were supposed to plant them in the same pot. So they're in their own pots, but they have been doing really well. And I actually, even though they're still fairly young, I wanted plants in another room. So I have cut off a few and propagated them. They are growing roots. I'm really excited. And then we got my daughter a plant which we think is a philodendron. We won't know until it actually grows more plants, but we have a plant light. I'm looking over there because that's where they're at. We have a plant light, and since the plant light, like her plant has just, the leaves have been getting really big. They're shaped like a heart. They're so amazing. She's named her plant Lucy. I'm not really a person that names my plants, so I have no clue what the names of my plants are. I think I decided once and just didn't stick because that's not who I am, but it's totally who my daughter is, and I totally respect and admire that. So I'm really excited about how the plants are doing, and it makes me so happy. I love watching plants grow. I love planting a seed and seeing it come up. I love seeing when they blossom. Like, just spring is my favorite time of the year because everything is coming to life. It's also one of the most miserable times of year because of allergies. Just saying. So plants. Talked about the tutu and the skirt. I think projects wise, that's kind of it. I did want to tell you I created a donate button. It's with that it's kind of a knockoff of Buy Me a Coffee. It's Ko-fi. And I've got to change it to Buy Me a Ball of Yarn. But I did put a donate button down below, so if you wanted to donate up until a certain point, I have like a kind of an amount that I am trying to raise, and part of that, 25% of that, maybe more depending on what is going on, is going for my yarn giveaway or my whatever I do, whatever kind of giveaway I give away when I get to 100 subscribers, which is less than 50 away. So if you are interested in donating to the yarn giveaway and my utilities, I'm very clear about that. 75% is to go towards utilities. Donate button is below, and I would appreciate it if you felt inspired to donate, but you do not have to. Believe me, you do not have to. I appreciate that you're just here watching me. That makes me happy. Just being a part of the community is happy. Happy, happy, happy. Oh, did I tell you that I was a guest on Just Another Stitch? Connie at Just Another Stitch sent me an email, and she reached out and asked me if I would be a guest on her channel. It was so much fun. It was kind of slow. It was a Saturday, July 4th weekend. But it was a lot of fun, and I hope to eventually get to do it again. I have made a playlist that I will link up here that is called I Was a Guest, I think is what it's called. And I have the link to that video in there. So if you wanted to go watch us live, you can do that. She had really cute 4th of July patterns, like Independence Day type chat patterns, and it was just a lot of fun. So I did that, wanted to tell you about that, and super grateful. I've had a couple of people shout me out, super touching, and I know I've had an email with somebody who's planning to shout me out on Sunday, which would be the day before this comes out. So to anybody who comes from that, super excited you came. Sorry, I can't remember her name right now. But I'm super, super touched, super honored by the shout out, super, super thrilled to be a part of the community. Somebody said that they joined my my magical family, and I was like, why didn't I ever think of that? So Magical Michelle, welcome and thank you for being a part of my magical family. Ah! So it's a magical yarny family where we let our light shine through our creations, and it's so much fun. things that I wanted to talk about. Okay, so I already talked about how Ice Cream Day is on the 17th. The day this video comes out is 7-Eleven Day. It's Slurpee Day. Go to 7-Eleven and get your free Slurpee. I can't because I stopped drinking soda 5 or 6 years ago, and Slurpees fall into the soda category, but I'll take my kids to get theirs. And in Utah, we have Pioneer Day, Days of 47. Brigham Young was a leader of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as the Mormons. He came across the plains and stopped in Utah in 1847 and declared that this was the place that the saints would stop and settle. Saints had actually been here, that's what they called them, in 1846. So, but they didn't know that this was for sure where they were going to settle. There's a place, I think it's called Mount Pisgah or something like that, along, is it in Nebraska? I'm not sure if it's in Nebraska or not. And Winter Quarters is in Nebraska. There's a couple places where they actually stopped and like they would grow food and stuff. And so some of the people, instead of continuing on, would kind of make little temporary communities for the different people traveling west. But because it was in 1847 that he said it, that's when we actually celebrate Utah becoming a state. And like, it doesn't matter if you are a member of the Church of Jesus Christ or Latter-day Saints or not. If you're in Utah, you're celebrating our state. Some states celebrate when they became a state. Some states don't. Utah became a state in January. I think 1868. I'm not sure of the date. But January. Nobody wants to have parades and celebrate January. So we continue to celebrate in July. But that is coming up on July 24th. I've grown up in Utah, so my entire life, even when I lived in Arizona, because we would come up here during the summer a lot of times, because my mom was a school teacher, so we'd come to my grandma's house in Salt Lake County. And so even when I lived in Arizona, I still came up to Utah and we celebrated the Days of 47. That's coming up. Super excited about that. So we've got Slurpee Day. We've got Ice Cream Day on the 17th. Pioneer Day. Christmas and Delight Day. What was the other things that I wanted to talk about? Oh, I wanted to say I hope you had an amazing 4th of July. And for those of you in Canada, I know that you guys had Canada Day just a few days before we had the 4th of July. So happy belated Canada Day to you. And I don't know when anybody else celebrates anything. Talked about my new channel. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I have kind of an event coming up at the end of July. It's on the 30th. There will be a link to that. It's hopefully I've got everything set properly for it. If not, it will be by the end of the week. It's called Clean and Heal With Me, because my other channel is about cleaning. We're going to get together and have a Zoom meeting, and we're going to do some healing work around your cleaning projects around your house, why you're not motivated to clean, whatever comes up in this session with people, what people want to heal, we're going to clean we're going to separate from that healing for a little bit and go, or leave the Zoom, I guess you could say, go clean. I've got plenty of work to do in my own house. We're going to go clean an area, work on a project or two, come back, talk about it, celebrate what we've done, do some more healing work, go out and do more cleaning, take lunch breaks when needed, things like that. We're going to reconvene, like go back and forth. Healing, talking about what we're doing, cleaning. Healing, talking about what we're doing, cleaning. And it's kind of the idea that we gather a group of people together and we just add that group energy to what we're doing so that we can actually stay focused and have that accountability that so many people need, and that kind of thing. That makes kind of sense. Anyway, I'll leave the link for that below. Can you tell I'm a little uncomfortable with this? Isn't that interesting? I have no problem talking to you, and then I'm just like, oh, I kind of want to talk about it, but I still feel, I guess I feel kind of funny merging the two worlds. Like, this is my yarn channel. Do I really want to talk about the healing work that I do? Anyway, I'm doing a clean and heal with me. We're doing healing work. I am a powerful intuitive, and I'm super aware of patterns in our homes, the benefit of releasing energy, when you declutter things, when you clean things up, how that affects your whole life, your whole family, what you manifest into your life, all that kind of stuff. It's like seriously all connected, and it's the other passion area. So I have this yarn area that I'm super passionate about, and the cleaning and healing energy world that I'm super passionate about. So I think that's it today. Well, I've been talking for like way too long. My throat is telling me go to bed. Go to bed. So like I said, I feel very grateful. I'm grateful to you guys, and I'm grateful to actually get this video recorded because I was super busy. And the other thing I think I was going to tell you, and then got sidetracked maybe when my son came in, is I had a headache to get today. What would it take to actually talk properly this moment? So I had a headache. I wasn't sure I was going to get to record, and I was so afraid that I would have to apologize because I was late on Monday, but I don't like to work on Sundays, but I think I kind of will be editing this video and getting it ready and uploaded, and hopefully everything's on time. Oh, look! It's right here. This is the elastic for the skirt. It was right there, so close. Isn't that gonna be so stinking cute? So shiny and sparkly. And I don't know if you can tell, there's sparkles in the fabric too. Oh, it's just gonna be so fun. Okay, I'm done now. Thank you for being here, my Yarny magical family. I'm so excited to have you here. I want you guys to tell me what you're making. I left my email. I've like fallen in love with watching people. Just Another Stitch does it. I just watched Spring show some things on her video where people are sending them pictures, and they're sending the makes. This is what so and so made this week or this month or whatever. I think that would be so fun to add those to these videos and do kind of a, maybe I sign off and then you get to watch like the pictures that people send me. So if you want to send me what you've been working on, I don't care if it's painting, diamond art, knitting, crocheting, wood carving, quilling. I think quilling's so fun. You know, if you're creating something, send me pictures and I will do a little other people's makes, finished objects. Oh, I love that idea. So the email address is in the description box as well. So many things down there, so much going on. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to let your light shine through your creations, and I will see you next week with a tutorial, and in 3 weeks with another Creative Expressions. Bye! There's more than one on the little cave. It's poking his head out over here. So many people. Wave to the camera. So many people.
You filming the whole thing?
Some of it. Figure out, cut the sound out and tell people this is what I did on my 4th of July. Should have gotten it when the edge was so steep. But I didn't think about it then.
When we're up at an angle.
Yeah.
Oh, check that. Yes. Nice big dough. Let's go.
No. Oh!
Oh, wow, look.
I don't even know how well I got it because
Right
of
down
the
Saturday, yeah.
dirty window.